Hello and welcome to Women of Influence podcast. Hi, I'm JaLynn with the J Group Real Estate Team.
The Great American Speak Off.
One of my favorites.
All right, y'all, we're going to jump right into it. This morning, I have the lovely Teek Gerrins. Welcome, Teek. You're my favorite chameleon, girl. How you doing?
I am doing well. How about yourself? Thank
Yeah,
you so
you're
much
looking.
for inviting me. I feel so honored.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to have you. And like, you're one of my favorite people, honestly. And I just think you're so cool, like all around, inside and out.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, girl, you've lived like 5 professional lives already: banking, healthcare, fashion, real estate. So, what makes you wake up one day and say, yep, time to switch lanes again? And how do you just go for it with that kind of confidence?
Yeesh. Um, for me, reinvention is isn't about like starting over or anything like that. It's about leveling up. I switched lanes quite a few times, right? This is like my fifth life. I probably stay here a little bit, but you never know, every chapter in my life, like banking and fashion and the hip hop world. Um, it just really, the confidence will come from knowing the industries of the different changes, my hustle, my ethic, my ability to connect with people. They all are the same. They're in the same, you know, we're going in the same traffic way, but they're all different lanes. We all have this, we're all trying to get to the same result, right? So no matter what lane I switch in, we have the same destination, I feel like.
Got it. Yeah, you mentioned you've led 5 lives. How many more lives you got, girl?
As many as God give me.
Ah,
So hopefully it's a lot more. It's a lot more. But yeah, I trust that I can learn and adapt and thrive anywhere that I land. So
yeah,
I'm always ready. I'm always
you got
ready.
this, girl. I believe in you. And you can tell you believe in
Yes.
yourself.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have to, right? I'm an only child, so I have to believe in myself.
Ah,
I don't have 20 cheerleaders around me, so I've always been my own, cheerleader.
I'll be your cheerleader, girl. You got me.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you. So let's talk about leadership lessons. I know you were coaching 25 bank branches early on. Like,
Oh
that's a
yeah.
whole small country, right? What did that experience teach you about leading people that you still carry with you today?
Oh goodness. So I started at the bank at banking when I was 19 years old. That really molded me to see that how the world is in the corporate world, right? At a young age. So I bought my first house at 21.
No way.
Yeah. I bought my first house at 21, and it was more of the people that were around me. Um, Loving what they're doing and learning the inside and out. So I was always like a back office person, believe it or not. I was always like, what y'all doing back here? And then I'll end up like learning the whole job. Like I even worked for the Federal Reserve. Like
Oh
I
my
end up,
gosh.
yeah, I end up learning so much about financial literacy that, that's what I preach and that's what I teach. So it kind of like tied into everything else. But because I'm such a creative, right, I had to tie that into other things, that I love to do. But yeah, it taught me leadership. Listening and powering and meeting people where they are, and it just really builds up your customer service skills in everyday life, no matter what position you're in. So
Yeah,
that kind of stuck with me, building up people, and then having that satisfying, the results will follow, and then when they do, it's like that's the biggest reward for me.
yeah, that is so true. Like basically you're showing people that you care about them and love on them and the results follow you, right?
Yeah, it's amazing. That's what I do it. Anything, any lane that I'm in, that's what I do it for, right? I do it to help and to pour into people. And then when they get, to their final destination and I'm right there, like you can do it, and then we do it. That's like that's what I do it for.
That we all figure it out together, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's right. So
yeah.
I know at one point you were navigating healthcare giants, and like healthcare is no joke, right? Contracts,
Right.
compliance, executives, attorneys, like sounds like a lot of big personalities in one room, right?
Yeah.
What's one wild challenge from that world that taught you how to keep your cool under pressure?
Oh goodness. Okay, so you're looking at a transference from banking to healthcare now, right? So banking is big up north. I'm from Wisconsin. So up Midwest, banking is huge. But when you come over to the West Coast, it's more healthcare, right? You got the retirement state, right? So I knew that I had to switch lanes, but kind of intertwine what I've already learned to this new lane. And easy enough, same thing, right? If you have a good foundation, you can pretty much pick it up and take it anywhere. People person, um, end up meeting someone in HR at a party. She was like, "Oh my God, I need you to work for me." And that's what I did. I worked at the front office at a physician-led hospital, and I would have the patients laughing and all of that. And I mean, it really just I just went on up from there. I was leading, I think I landed a position at a hospital with five executive women, and I've never seen that before. It was five
Wow.
executive women, and I went into our interview for executive administration. Never done that before, but hey, I can learn anything. But I just was so amazed by all the power, the empowerment in the room. I couldn't even believe like each one of these ladies had like 20 clinics. I was like, "Oh my gosh." Oh my, like yeah, that right there, seeing that with my own eyes, I was just like really inspired. But learning how to meet everyone needs at the same time in a different way was a huge challenge for me. I'm used to getting a set of rules, abiding by them, carrying them out. Here I have to be creative in a different way. You want yours early, you want yours midday, you want yours late at night, right? But it really molded me to be able to deal with all different type of people and different temperaments. So that kind of balanced me out.
Wow, that sounds like you had to deal with like a lot of crazy puzzle pieces you were trying to figure out and put all together, right?
Oh yeah, all the time, all the time.
I mean, you're the type girl that obviously you have this can do attitude and you figure stuff out and you just make the magic happen. Like, on that note, you've received the recognition by receiving the Stewart Award, which is amazing. But I'm sure there were times when you felt overlooked or underestimated too. Like, right? Like, how did you keep showing up and building influence even when that spotlight wasn't on you yet?
Right? So, yes, the award was a blessing. I received it out of many people at the hospital. We got a whole Vegas trip. It was amazing, right? But it was an act of kindness. So they give you steward awards at a hospital for acts of kindness. But for me, I just did it because I would normally do it, but I didn't realize that it made an impact to other people. Like, yeah, I just did it. No, I always help people. It's not a big deal to me. So yeah, it was definitely a blessing, but I had plenty moments of my work where, my work was invisible or people doubted me. But to be honest, like I said, my value isn't determined. I made this post yesterday. My value wasn't determined by the applause, but by the impact.
Ah,
So, yeah,
love
yeah.
it.
So I really, really, really believe that and stuck with that. Like I'm my own cheerleader. Yes, I have support. I have a great support system now, but I'm in my 40s. So I had to build myself up from then to now. I could kind of relax, but I know what it is. Those are my values, right? I'm not doing it for the applause, right?
You definitely are very humble, but like you keep shining that light, girl. You're shining so bright. I love it. And by the way, I would never guess in a million years you're in your 40s. I would have guessed like
Uh,
30 max. Just keeping
Girl,
it real.
don't take me back. I'm moving forward.
Okay, I
Yeah.
gotta ask. Studying abroad at New York Fashion Week, this
Oh
is
my
like
gosh.
next
You
level
know what?
fabulous.
My resume is all over the place. Like when I give people my resume, if you want to see it, you would be like, "What? How? How did you?" It's crazy. It's crazy. So I graduated from Aveda. I don't know if you know Aveda
I love a
College
beta.
here.
Yep.
Yes, everything natural, all of that. So I graduated from there as an esthetician. So I'm also a licensed esthetician.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
Yeah, yeah. So it's crazy, right? So we have to send a video. They send students. You have to submit a video submission to tell them why you should be chosen to go to New York Fashion Week. And this is every year. And this is back in 15. So, I didn't have much. I had just recently went through a divorce. I didn't really have like the cameras, the lights. I didn't have any of that. So when they say record a video, I was literally recording from my phone. Like, hey, you should pick me, But when we're looking at other videos, I was like, oh, they got the lights, they got people doing their hair. And I was just like, I'm just not. So I wasn't gonna do it, right? I wasn't gonna do it. Submission was due by midnight. And something told me, like, who told me? God told me. He's
Yep.
like, just do it anyway. Just do it anyway. And I
Just
was
do it.
like, but I'm doubting myself. But. And at 11:58, I kid you not, 11:58, I submitted it on my phone. 2 days later, I got the call that I was one that was picked to go to New York Fashion Week. And
Oh my gosh.
I could not even, like, my makeup brushes had not even touched another person. So
Wow.
I really had to like be on my A game really quick, if I was gonna do this. But yeah, it definitely changed how I seen things, my professionalism, how I have to show up for people, and we're on the schedule, and pretty much just do what I say I'm gonna do, right? Because it's important. Because if one person dropped the ball, then the other can't pick it up. So
That's good.
I kind of like that molded me. So when I came back here and I started working with Phoenix Fashion Week, I was a whole different makeup artist, like a whole different person,
I can
so
I can imagine.
oh
So
yeah.
how has your love of fashion and let's just bring in hip hop culture, how has that spilled over into how you show up in your career today?
Ooh, in a whole lot of ways, right? So to be honest, I'm always gonna be me. Like listen, I'm not a heels type of, I'm gonna show up the way that I show up because this is the authentic me, right?
Mm,
I'm gonna be comfortable. I'm gonna wear my tennis shoes. I'm still gonna be professional, right? I'm always professional, but I'm always gonna be me, right? So when you meet me and you meet me again, you're gonna remember that you met me the first time,
oh, for
right?
sure. Yep,
So
that was me.
yeah. So it's really just by nature. I've always been like, not even like fashion. It's more like my era, right? My era where I felt comfortable was in the 90s. I don't know why. That's what comforted me as a kid, right? 10 years old, hip hop molded me, right? So I've always like stayed like coasted in this comfortable era where I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be offensive to people if they might think that, right? So I can, scale it back a little bit, but I'm still always going to be me, right? I'm going to have my hair color, my glasses, I'm going to have some chains, I'm going to wear my Adidas, I'm going to, I'm still professional, it's just in my own way.
I just
So,
love it. I just think you look so cool. If only I could
uh,
look as cool as you. Like, please style me. I could use all the help I can get.
right? Being around so many designers and so many models, and everybody is really the same. We just be our authentic self. If I feel like wearing purple jeans and a yellow shirt, it turns out to be a statement, not even like, oh, I just threw that on. It just kind of flows.
Or my high school colors, purple and
So
gold.
yes,
Go
yes.
Wildcats.
Yes.
So
So,
let's talk about real estate. You know, real estate is such a people business. And I know you love your people. What's
mhm.
one client story that really has touched you that kind of made you go, "Yep, this is why I do this."
Oh, I think all of them, to be honest. I'm on my fifth closing right now. I close tomorrow.
What?
So I'm on my,
What?
yes. Yay.
Yay!
Yes, I'm on my
Congratulations,
fifth
girl.
closing. Thank you. Thank you. And they're all pretty much from my sphere. So people are watching. Thank you. Um, but the first transaction, I mean, they were my friends from 20 years. Back from Wisconsin. They moved here about 2015. Yeah, because I came in 14. They probably came 15, 16. But they've been my friends for over 20 years. And when they were ready, I was glad that I was ready, right? Like
Ooh.
I had my license. I'm like, oh my God, this is my first transaction. I'm nervous, but I'm not nervous because I know them, right?
Mhm.
But it was at the end when we were closing because they didn't think that they can do it. They was like, they're not gonna do this. They're not gonna approve us for this. They're not. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, they are. And so we looked at so many houses, probably like 20 houses, and they couldn't find anything. So that kind of added to the doubt. Like, yeah, we probably not gonna find anything we like. I'm like, yeah, you will, you know. So I hung in there. Let's go. Every weekend, what y'all doing? Let's take an hour and go look. I mean, we would have done it anyway as friends. Let's do it as a realtor and a client. So we did that, and then one day I seen there. I'm always looking, observing people's facial expressions because to me
Mm.
that's the truth.
Yeah.
No matter what you say, your facial and body language gives it away. And when I seen their eyes open like, oh my, I said, this is it. This is it, right?
Yes.
This is it. So it's so when that happened, they're very faithful as well. So my friend carried mustard seeds. So she took one of the mustard seeds and she put it in the ground. You know, you sow your mustard seed.
Mm.
And she was like, oh, this is our house. This is our house. So when I called the listing agent, they said that they already accepted an offer.
Oh,
And I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh,
no.
no. So, she was like, I'm not worried about it. I planted my mustard seed. I have faith that this is our house. I kid you not. The next 2 days, I get a call from the listing agent and said the first buyer fell out, and we were next in line.
Well, hallelujah.
Yes, and they just cried. It was. I couldn't. I seen it with my eyes happen. So I was just like, oh my gosh. She was like, faith of a mustard seed, faith of a mustard seed. I was like, oh my God, I saw this happen with my own eyes,
I'm gonna have
and
to remember that. So did the mustard seed, did it actually sprout? Did you guys go check on it?
well, they live there now. I have to ask her. I have to
I would love
ask
to
her.
know.
But it was just 2 days. She was like, we're gonna pray on it. This is our house. She put the mustard, mustard seeds are,
Yeah.
tiny things, and she just put it in the ground and she said, this is our house. And I kid you not, 2 days later, the first buyer fell out and they got the house.
I love that story so much. Thank you for sharing. And it's like, talk about divine intervention. And I love that,
Ah,
you definitely lead by faith and that shows in your actions. And I just think that's amazing. I think the world needs more of that, honestly.
mm, mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. So let's talk about women balancing many passions. You're living proof that women don't have to fit into one little box, right? And so for women listening who feel like they've got too many passions or interests, right? What's your what's your advice for embracing all of it without losing their mind?
Listen, sis, don't shrink to fit in nobody box. That's what I've learned, right? Because me being a creative, I'm not gonna say my mind is all over the place because it's never all over the place. I'm very picky about the lanes that I pick to travel down, and they have to make sense to me. So all of
Mm,
my livelihood, everything is connected in some kind of way. I became this because of this. I became that because of that. And so, yeah, the key is integration, right? You don't have to choose between corporate, creative. You can actually do all of that together. You can do all of that together, right? So the
Yeah. And
shift is praying. You have to, know that it's gonna work. And I always do things from start to finish. Like if that's something that I want to accomplish, you have to do it from start to finish. And having a support system, like my husband is amazing. And I don't think
mm,
any other husband, man, could deal with how many and keep up with what I'm thinking today. Cause I might be like, listen, babe, scratch everything else. Let's do this. That's kind of what I did with my corporate jobs. I had two corporate jobs at the same time for 4 years.
oh my.
So, yeah, I worked at Arizona and California for 2 years and I kept that going. And then something was just like real estate. You need to
Mm,
do real estate. And I was like, okay, God, I hear you. And I started taking classes. So, listening to that inner voice, the higher power, and
mm.
following through on what you say you're going to do. Nothing is by coincidence.
Yeah. How does that inner voice and higher power, how does that show up for you?
Oh, for me, it's let me say redundancy. I can pray. I can pray and say, Lord, show me the way, show me the steps. Here come JaLynn on Facebook, like, hey, I got a new brokerage. I'm like, God, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I'm going. Just give me a second. I'm going. So it's little things like that and paying attention and being observant and praying. Paying attention, being
Mm.
observant and praying. And I always get that answer. I get it from people.
That is so good. And thank you for saying, paying attention. I think I'm guilty sometimes of not paying attention, or maybe more so just kind of ignoring that little nagging voice inside my head. I'm like,
Mm.
okay, stop ignoring God. He's like trying to tell me something right now. I'm like, hello.
Yeah, yeah. I never ignore, well, when I was younger, but as I got older, I just do it. Even if it doesn't make sense. It didn't make sense for me to be a realtor and I had two corporate jobs paying me, six
Mm,
figures. So I
yeah.
went from that to, you know, you're gonna be as successful as you work. I've never had a job like this. I don't even consider a job. I consider as I get to look at fabulous houses every single day,
And now you
right?
have the potential to earn seven figures or more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
So when people talk about Teak years from now, what's the impact you hope they'll say that you had? Like, what do you want your influence to really stand for?
Oh, I want people to say Teek made me do it. She made me believe that I can do it. Right? Because I'm always, and that's one thing about me, I'm always speaking life. I'm always speaking life into people. If you feel like what's stopping you? They'll tell me, okay, that's easy. I know somebody who can do that. What's next? You know what I mean? So for me, outside looking in, because I'm such a cheerleader for myself, it's easy for me to be a cheerleader for someone else because I'm going to treat you how I want to be treated. I wish I had that when I was younger. I wish I had that when I was older. So I'm going to give it to you because I want to always receive it.
I love that. So, if anybody is here listening right now or watching and you're interested in getting into real estate, like reach out to Teak. She obviously is going to be an awesome resource and mentor for you and cheerleader and give you the support and education that you're looking for. I know that you've personally brought on
Yes.
yeah, I know you've personally brought on like 5 agents to the team in the past like 2 months or so. And like people just adore you, and even the owners of the brokerage, Chad and Aprile, here at Call It Close. So I'm like, we're starting a revolution, girl.
Right? And it's crazy because we're starting a revolution, not even trying, just being our authentic selves.
Yeah.
That's that for me. That's what does it for me. Like I'm not even doing I can't even tell you how I do half the things that I do. I just do it.
Mm,
Right?
yep.
And so that's my superpower. So when I'm talking to people, I'm never recruiting. I don't have to recruit, right?
You,
People
you
want to know where
attract.
I'm at. People want to know where I'm at. This is where I'm at.
Yeah. I love it.
So,
Well,
yeah.
I want to be where you're at, and I will be in about
Okay,
2
come
hours.
on. Come on. I'll see you in a minute.
So, Teek, thank you so much for sharing your story with us today. The courage, the style, the resilience, all of
Yes.
it. You're proof that women can wear many hats and still wear them fabulously.
Yes.
Yes. To my listeners, I hope you caught those nuggets of wisdom about reinvention, confidence, and owning your power. Remember,
Woo-hoo.
ladies, you don't have to fit into one box. You are the box. Until next time, keep shining, keep influencing, and keep living unapologetically you. Woo,
Woo.
woo. All right. Thanks, girl. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I was going to talk to you in the StreamYard after I ended recording, LOL. You did amazing! Exclamation point.